Hey, shalom, shalom. First off, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem,
Yahweh,
Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh
Bahashem
Shai,
Rachak Wadash.
Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone. Peace and salutation unto the hopefully elect out there that may be listening. I'm the brother Kasaba, and I got the brother with me.
Kanak, Slakia.
And this lesson comes to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And we don't have anything titled. We just gonna jump straight into the spirit, however the Lord, wherever the Lord leads us through the spirit.
Okay, Khan, I got a precept.
Okay.
Let me just Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right.
Take the millstone. That's talking about America. You got it, brother.
Oh yeah, Khan. I was gonna say that dust, representing confusion, and the daughter of Babylon representing America.
That's right.
Yeah, you could you read that again, Baba Kusha?
Kind. This Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Khan.
Take the millstone and grind mill. Uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Thy nakedness shall be seen. And day to day, through the social media age, through the internet age, we're able to see, the abominations that America produces, and therefore the nakedness of this place is being put on, on a broadcast, to where everybody is seeing it. Everybody is seeing the abominations and the wickedness and the evil that this place is producing,
And it says, I would take vengeance, I would not meet thee as a man. Yahweh Shai is not coming lowly like he did over 2,000 years ago as a man. Remember, Yahweh Shai was born in captivity under the Romans. Just as we're born in captivity under the Edomites, which are the Romans as well. So it's really no new thing under the sun. Yahweh Shai is going to come as a powerful entity. Okay, he's not going to come as a regular man. He's going to be extraterrestrial. Verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Okay, and that's speaking about the elites. That's speaking about America. No more is going to be in that position of greatness. Okay, they're not going to be the kingdom in which everybody looks up to. Everybody looks up to America. Everybody wants to come to America. They have the Statue of Liberty. You're not going to be that fair lady. In Revelation, the 17th chapter, even John the Revelator, when he saw America, which was in an image of a woman, he looked at that woman with great admiration. He's like he wondered. He was in amazement. Okay, and you have these heathens. They come over here and they're in amazement of the greatness of America. But now that shame is being seen, that filth is being seen, and now the nations they're fleeing America. Okay,
I got a precept.
And if you want me to hit any, okay, you got a precept. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's hand, that have made
all the prophets, Slakia, all the prophets, they spoke about Babylon. Okay, as Isaiah referenced Babylon as a virgin daughter of Babylon, which Jeremiah was actually prophesying against ancient Babylon. But a lot of those words that Jeremiah was speaking about Babylon, it was really speaking about the Babylon, the virgin daughter of Babylon, or the Babylon that we're in now, Babylon 2.0, which is America. Okay, go ahead.
That made...
Read that again, Baba Gashah.
Khan. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
Right, because the Most High actually set Babylon up, okay, the daughter of Babylon, which is America, set America up and gave it its power. And what has America done? They went around the whole world polluting the minds of the other nations, of the other kings, the kingdoms. And that was the Most High actually set Babylon up to do that. And this is why you see democracy in all these lands. This is why you see the Chinese wearing suits. This is why you see the school system that was set up. That school system was set up by Esau here in America. Oh, Europe, really, a lot of European, which is nothing other than an extension of the Roman Empire. Okay, America, NATO, and the EU, which is speaking about the beast and the dragon also in Revelation, which is synonymous. Okay, so Babylon was that golden cup, and it was filled with all these different abominations, all these philosophies, doctrines. This is why you're having LGBT movements in different parts of the earth. All right, and people are bucking up against it. All right, go ahead.
It says, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, the nations have drunken of her wine, right? Democracy, not so much Christianity, the whole LGBT movement, okay, the whole women's liberation, that's all part of that wine, that philosophy, pretty much the American way. Okay, they all have a two-party system. The majority of China has a two-party system. All these Middle Eastern countries have a two-party system. Saudi Arabia, they still have like a king and stuff like that and princess. But the rest of the world, Iran, they have a democracy. And how was that? How were all these monarchies toppled and overthrown? Well, Esau Edom. He went in and he overthrew them and set up these so-called democratic republics. Okay. So they've drunken the wine of Babylon the Great. Where they actually send their top great minds to America universities to learn the ways of America. And you'll see Elam come over here. He'll put on the little hoochie daddy shorts on. You know, he'll have the beer in his hand. He'll party like a frat boy. The same thing with, not so much the Ishmaelite women, but they still do it to Elam, Moab, Ammon. They come to America, and as in Rome, do as the Romans. So same thing. Go ahead.
It says, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, their technology, Esau's technology, that's part of the wine as well. Science, right? That science, that's part of the wine as well. Money, the pursuit of happiness, chasing money. Right? Women in the workplace, partying hard clubs. These nations, I mean, they have their festivals and all that, and but it not like America. There's absolutely nothing like America. That's why John, he was just in amazement of this beautiful woman, voluptuous and, big breasted, big behind and beautiful face. But now, as we were reading Isaiah, sit in the dust, which is a representative of mourning. Because in the ancient world, you would be in the dust, you would lay down in the dust, and you'll put on sackcloth, and you'll actually throw dust on your body. That was a sign of mourning. That was a custom of mourning. And there's videos out. There's actually in the Middle East, they actually still practice that. They actually still practice that. That custom of throwing dust and sitting in the dust. So that's how America is spiritually. Okay, it's being their credit rating is a D. Okay, the world reserve currency is getting ready to topple. Okay, people are looking at America different. Okay, go ahead.
It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
See, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Again, all the prophets saw Babylon in their greatness, and then they saw Babylon also when the plagues hit. They saw Jacob's trouble, which is synonymous with Babylon fall. And we're actually living in the time in which Jeremiah, Isaiah, Haggai, Habakkuk, Micah, Yahushai, the disciples, they saw all these visions of this great place, which they didn't know. They didn't know it was talking about America. Now we know it's talking about America because we're here. Okay, go ahead.
It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Mm-hmm. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed.
And we're in a year of polycrisis, which means many crisis. Okay, and there's a housing crisis, and nothing that the so-called politicians, the leaders do is helping to solve this housing crisis because it's all set up. What about the drug crisis? Okay, the homeless crisis. There's nothing that the leaders are doing. They just throw money at the situation, which is nothing other than washes, where they wash money back to their pockets. Okay, funding organizations that they set up through shell corporations where they get all the money, the government funding. But there's still a drug problem. The crime problem is crazy. Crazy. You have the retail apocalypse, where retail stores are going out of business. Well, where we hold camp at, there's businesses that are just going out of, they've been standing for years. Mm-hmm. And now they're vacant. Okay, nobody there. Vacant. Crime. People just running in the stores, taking goods. Oh, you have a lot of women getting sexually assaulted daily. It's like daily news. Women being found in dungeons. Women being kidnapped. Children being kidnapped. So there's a lot of wickedness. There's a lot of shame. We'll get Habakkuk the second chapter. We'll finish this. But Habakkuk the second chapter, there's a lot of shame that's being shown to the nations. Okay, what verse you at?
Verse 9 now.
Okay, go ahead.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Right. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed because there's nothing that you can do to heal Babylon. Why? Because Babylon, which is America, Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon, because the virgin daughter is because it hasn't been touched. There's no great war that's broken out. The people of America have never suffered a great loss, okay, like these other lands. Just think, you're in a land in which missiles being shot off or just like that's always in the back of your mind. It might not happen every day, but that is not surprising. You're going to be in a different type of spirit, knowing that missiles can just, hit your apartment complex and kill everybody in your house. These type of crimes happen all around the world. Okay, but America has never experienced that. This is why this is the land of unwalled villages, the land in which the people dwell carelessly. Even right now, you can go out. People are partying. What's today? Wednesday. There's a turn up on Wednesday. There's a Wednesday bar. People are going to a lounge. People are barbecuing, inviting friends over, birthday parties, planning weddings, as it says in the days of Noah and the days of Lot, right? So people here in America, they live carelessly. They got their Netflix. Everybody's lazy, right? You're eating processed food. You're lazy. You just watch TV all the goddamn time. It's about comforts. These people in America, they don't have any discipline, right? It's about I want to feel good, so you got your wine, you get your drink, you come home from work. Yeah, you catching hell. You come home from work, you take you smoke your blunt, or you pop a pill, or you heat up something in a microwave, or get some DoorDash, and then you relax, you watch TV, you watch Folly, whatever it may be, and you just repeat it all over again. And you go out on a Friday, go out on a Saturday, and then maybe if you're a religious person, you go to church on a Sunday and turn up on Sunday. Right? There's no seriousness. You don't watch the news. You don't know what's happening all around you, and then the news that you do watch is there to put fear on you. Is there to put you in an anxiety state. Is there to bug you the hell out. So what do? You say, to hell with that. Let me get on Instagram. Let me get on Twitter. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, forsake her and let us go every one into his own country.
Yeah, forsake her. Go ahead.
And let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
Right, and that's what I was saying earlier about the nations are going to flee America. There's something called reverse immigration, which is getting so bad out here for a lot of these nations. They're going to leave America when it really gets hot. These Moabites, these Ammonites, these Japhites, they're going to go back to their motherland. They're going to say, to hell with this. We're better off in our own land. Right? That judgment is coming. And it's all type of judgment raining down in the streets of America. Okay? It's literally only getting worse. Okay? And we're here to proclaim these things. The Lord's, we pray that we're those men. It's going to soon find out. But we are commanded, according to the scriptures, to speak these things. So you're going to find out that there was a prophet among you. All right, because we're doing the same thing that Jeremiah was doing, the same thing that Habakkuk was doing. Okay? Let me see. Okay, yeah, can you get Habakkuk? I think you're done on that one, right?
Okay.
Or did you want to read more?
No, I was done on that.
Okay, can you get... Okay, yep. Which Habakkuk, Jeremiah, that's a 51, 49, 50. Those are all great chapters to read. Habakkuk 2, and then you can start at, we can start up a little bit. Read verse 4, and we'll read down. Okay. Just going into the collapse of America and why these things are happening. Okay, and the shame that America, is the shame that America is experiencing. Okay, go ahead.
Habakkuk 2 and 4, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
His soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
But the just...
read it again, slack it.
Habakkuk 2 and 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. But the just shall live by his faith.
Yep. Break it down.
The soul, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Edom, he cannot do what is right. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai have created him to be adversarial to him. Which would mean that the ways that the Lord have set up, this man Esau Edom was literally created to, flip those things upside down and tell you that wrong is right and that right is wrong. It says, but the just shall live by his faith. And the just are the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, and the innumerable believers, man. They will no longer lean upon him that smote them, which is Esau Edom, but they will stay upon the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai of hosts, and have faith in the correct names, in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. They will live by that faith, man, and calling upon the name of the Lord to deliver them out of whatever situation they may find themselves upon.
That's right. Keep going.
It says, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
Right. We were just reading about that wine in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter. Right? How he made all the nations drunk. Mm-hmm. So he bugged out all the nations. Right? But now the nations are mad. They're angry. All the things that he's done to them in the past, everything is coming out. All his sins are coming out. Okay, especially what he's done to the children of Israel. Okay, go ahead.
He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Right, which enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, because everywhere he goes, what happens? He brings death. Well, look what's going on with the Israeli Gaza conflict. It's nothing but death and destruction. And who's really setting all these things up? You even have people that were part of the IDF, the Israeli Defense, Mossad, the Israeli intelligence, okay, come out and say that it had to be an inside job. And anybody that knows anything knows it's an inside job. And knows that all wars are bankers' wars. And who's in control of all these banks? Who has brought death and destruction throughout the whole planet Earth? Okay, no other than only one person on Earth, the Edomite. Okay, the red Hebrew Edomite. Okay, starting with Amalek, and he can't be satisfied. He can't be satisfied with blood. Okay, and he gathered all nations. Don't we have America, which is what, filled with all nations? He actually bombs nations, and then he'll give nations aid, but they'll have to give them their natural resources. And then he'll say, okay, well, you know what? I'll allow certain of your people to actually come to America. That's why you'll have populations of just like Ethiopians. You're like, where do you think it's come from? Esau actually allows certain nations to come over. He gives them citizenship. So he'll say, okay, I'll give you 50,000, to say for Ethiopia, 50,000 people can come from Ethiopia a year, and I'll give them citizenship. They just got to wait on the list. But meanwhile, Esau's up in Ethiopia, taking different, starting wars, right? Starting wars, taking resources, and then putting out his propaganda. He'll be in control of certain news organizations, so he wants to control the news, right? He'll have certain spies and agents. You know, he wants to uplift the women. He wants to control. He wants to bring in chaos. And now a lot of these nations are saying, "Get the hell out of my country. We don't want you here anymore." Okay. Go ahead, verse 6.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?
Go ahead.
How long, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay?
Now, how many trillions of dollars is America in debt? The federal debt, or the national debt, that's a small portion in comparison to the actual debt that America is in. That clay, abadia. Okay. The system can't sustain itself. This is why he's crashing it to bring in, okay, the new system, okay, the digital system. And mind you, all this chaos that's going on in the earth, it all leads to one point: the MOTB, all right, the cashless society. This is why all these distractions, you don't want to focus. Don't focus in on the puppet. You gotta look at the puppet master. You over here looking at the puppet. The puppet's moving this way. The puppet's moving that way. But the whole time, there's a puppeteer controlling them. Okay, so we're looking at the bigger picture, which the ultimate puppeteer is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and he's warned us, and he's given us pretty much play-by-play of what's going down on the earth. Okay, and where should our mind be focusing on? Okay, why these people, especially here in America, their mind is focusing on folly, BS. Okay, our mind is focusing on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and his prophecy. Oh, we're obsessed with the prophecies of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and the MOTB is part of that. Okay, because that's a big prophecy. And then the rest of the world, what are they focusing on? Well, Xi Jinping told his Chinese citizens, okay, this military, He told them to be men, okay, and to prepare for war. Okay, same thing with Russia. Same thing with Iran. They're all preparing for war. Joel, what is that, the 3rd chapter? Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. I believe that's Joel 3. Okay? Let all the men of war draw nigh, draw close, right? So now you have this proverb being taken against the small hats. People are when you go on different comment boards, you know, there's people that are pro-Israel, but there's a lot of people, especially when you go on platform, there's a lot of people cursing out this damn devil. Okay? And it would be more, but he censors everything. There's he has a whole organization that has, I mean, crazy power to deplatform you. Just like with Kanye West, that was the prime example. He said one thing about them small hats, and they pretty much showed the whole world their power to pretty much defame you and take close your bank accounts, destroy your business, destroy your credibility. Where is Kanye at? We haven't even heard. Where is he at? It's like he went into hiding. Okay, which he was all part of the game. Okay, he's bugged the hell out. All right, there's a script that he gotta roll and do, and that's what he gotta do, or it'll take him out. Okay, but of course, you know, Jake rebellious, so you know they don't say stuff. Go ahead, verse 7.
It says, Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? And all these nations are getting ready to bite this man.
Mm-hmm.
Esau thought it was all good. Well, Obadiah told you that. All the men of thy confederacy, right, have brought thee even to the door. That, you know, those that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. So you think, Esau, you think it's all good when it's not. They're going to all of a sudden, it's going to be a big cry against the Edomite. And this is what we're experiencing now. Go on TikTok, go on Instagram, go on YouTube. They try to censor it, but it's coming out. Go on Telegram, right? Go on Odysee, go on Rumble. All right, they're speaking against. Okay, Esau, Edom. Well, the different Arab TVs, and we don't get that news. We don't get what's going on in Iran. We don't get what's going on in North Korea, the sentiment in North Korea. We don't get what's going on in different parts of the earth. All you get is what Esau, Edom wants to tell you, how to make you think that everybody loves America, and that's not the case. When Americans go to different parts of the earth, it used to be Americans were, they were. They were welcomed into these different countries. But now you Edomites, especially Edomites, you Americans, you go to these different countries and you get looked down upon. You get finessed, you get robbed, you get beat, you get killed. Okay? People look, they look down, spit on you. Even these other European nations, because you Americans, you have a bad name. Okay? So these nations are going to suddenly rise up and bite you. Continue.
It says, "And awake that shall vex thee."
Right, and awake that shall vex thee. Just as our reference in Joel, how the scriptures say, "Let the mighty men of war draw near." Let me actually get that, or I don't want to quote it wrong again. It talks about awaken.
Let the heathen be awakened.
Something like that. Yeah, let the heathen. Yeah, I want to get that. Give me a second. I believe that's Joel 3. Let me see. Yep. Right, there you go. Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. And it's crazy too, because who do you see going to war? Do you see Jake nations going to war? Do you see Nigeria in a battle with another nation? And if Nigeria was in a battle with another nation, they would demonize Jake. Do you see Venezuela going to war? Do you see Brazil with nuclear missiles or ICBM missiles, shooting missiles? No. Who do you see? You see the Gentiles. You see the heathen. Okay, so this proves you don't see Jake here in America with a military force. You don't see the North American Indians with a military force. Okay, so that's even more proof. That's more receipts. Okay, it said, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. The Lord told the Gentiles to prepare war. And this is what's going on. World War III this is how World War III is starting. This is the build up to the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, what we're reading about in the scriptures. The total collapse of all these societies. Okay, so the Lord said, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. See? Go ahead, read that again, brother. Read it from the top.
Okay. Habakkuk 2:7, it says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee?
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt be for booties unto them.
See, there you go. They shall awake. They're going to suddenly awake. They're going to suddenly bite you. You're going to be booties. You're going to be spoiled. It talks about that in Isaiah the 13th chapter. How when them Russians shoot the missiles, they're going to spoil you. Okay, they're going to take. Basically, they're going to take you out. Okay, so I'm back in Joel. So this is the reason why this is happening. This is why the sentiment, these proverbs against America are being echoed loud and clear. You have African nations bucking up, cursing out America. It's like South Africa. That's another heathen nation. Okay, and all these nations. Well, you have the BRICS nations, which is which is all set up in the spirit, really. But it's an opposition against America and the petrodollar. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. So the mighty men are being awakened. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. So it was it was Russia, Ukraine, right? America and NATO backing Ukraine. So that's big. Okay, a direct war is literally a direct war with Russia through proxy. So you already have America in this thing, and you already have all the NATO nation, the EU nations, right, that are supplying Ukraine. So they're fighting against Russia through proxy, right? And then now you have Hamas. You got the Arabs now; they're involved. So you got the Arabs involved, right? The Palestinians through their different factions, Hamas. Okay, then you got the Iranians, which that's Elam. You got Elam, that's Persia, that are backing Hamas and those factions. So they're supplying the weapons and all that, right? And then you got Russia, that's backing Iran. So it's pretty much on two fronts. So you have you already have hella nations in this World War III, but it hasn't gone kinetic, if you will. It hasn't. Superpowers are not fighting directly. Okay, but they are going to fight directly. This is all the buildup, and then another nation's going to get involved. Then another nation's going to get involved. And then it's going to be these three nations going against. You see what I'm saying? So this is the Lord saying, let all them come up. Let all the men of war draw near. Verse 10: beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So you have these weak nations, Palestine, Iran, China was weak. Okay, Russia was weak, the collapse of the Soviet Union. Right? You have all these weak nations. South Africa's weak. But now India, Pakistan, they were weak, but now they're coming bold to the game. Right? Now they're using all their resources to fund their military. They're no longer funding their agriculture, to build up their economy. They're building up their military because that's the spirit that the Most High has put in the minds of all the heathen, all right, to come up. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come. See, are they not doing that? It says, all ye heathen. It didn't say Jake. Jake is not part of this war. Now, through Israelite foreigners and Jake is in the military of Esau and stuff like that, but not as a nation. You don't see the Mexicans. The Mexicans as a nation, they're not part of World War III. You would think that our people would have big militaries, but it's all set up that they don't. Okay, because the Most High is bringing the heathens down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, which is right over in that area where everything's getting hot. Okay, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. So the Lord is calling all the heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. And the mighty ones are the angels that's working on the minds of the different nations. Okay, let the heathen be awakened. See. And come up to the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. I mean, that's pretty much it on that. We can go back, unless you have something.
Yeah, I did have one. Jeremiah,
break it down.
Jeremiah 50:23. How was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How was Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And that's ultimately the end of what you call America. That would be the end of what you call America. These different nations, all right, coming together in unison to do what? To destroy America, to send thermonuclear missiles upon America, to destroy it. We read how the nations drunk of her wine, therefore the nations are angry, therefore the nations are mad, and the hammer of the whole earth, because America was this big bully. America is able to, well, for example, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, just throw missiles upon upon whole cities, and that's just one example of how America, they play that bully role. But the time is gonna come, man, where the Lord Yahweh Shem Al Shai is gonna allow these heathen nations to completely destroy America, by way of missiles, man, by way of thermonuclear missiles.
Yeah, can you read that? Can you read a verse below?
Okay, 24.
Mm-hmm.
It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken.
See? I have laid a snare for thee. See, Babylon doesn't even they don't even know that this is actually a snare is being laid for them. They think that they're going to win. They think that the plan is working. They deceived all the people. They deceived all the nations. But really, this was a trap that you're being set. This trap is already set. You're already in the trap. The Most High is going to close that shit on you. Okay? And that's the total destruction of America. These Americans don't think that anybody's going to shoot nuclear missiles here. Okay? They don't think that there's going to be, there's going to be a time where America's going to be wiped off the map. They might, certain preppers, okay, there might be a tactical nuke that might, go off, but for the most part, we're going to survive and we're going to be the top nation. Nah, a trap has already been set for you. I think that was it on that, unless there's more.
I'll just finish off this verse. It says, "O Babylon, and thou wast not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai."
See? And you striven against the Heavenly Father first and foremost by, seeing his people and destroying his people. Okay? And then taking it upon yourself to call yourself the people of the Lord, and then setting up a wicked-ass society in which the Most High hates everything that you're doing. All right, because it's going to get progressively worse, and you see that people are getting progressively worse, progressively wicked, more wicked and evil. Okay, you had a dude at camp that across the street that was butt naked Jake, just walking around, just walking through the streets of San Francisco. Okay? All right, go ahead, brother.
Back in Habakkuk 2 and verse 8, it says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
See? So you're going to be spoiled. Okay, when now, what is that? I think that's Isaiah. Let me see. 1 second. Is that Isaiah 31? No. Jeremiah. Sure. Give me a moment. Okay, that dealeth treacherously with thee. I brought it out. I can't think of it. When you cease to spoil, you're going to be spoiled, right? Give me a second. Is it 33? Right, it's Isaiah 33. Yep, it's Isaiah 33. Right, Isaiah 33 and 1. Woe to thee, thou spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, America, Esau, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. Now there's more crimes against Edomites, so-called white people. And now everybody, the Esau want a pity party. But you was doing 1,000 times worse. When you was in power, you made sure you showed your power. You made sure you showed your pride. Okay, you did all type of shit to the nation. You know what you said. You know you had a big ass smile on your face. So now, let me finish. When thou shalt cease to spoil, now you want peace. Thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, now you want to be friends. Now you want to, let's hold hands. Let's come together. World peace. Why can't we have peace? America was this great country. There was so much peace. Meanwhile, you saying all that, America used to be great. Yeah, for you Edomites, but what were you doing? All right, you were actively plaguing our people. You make sure that they were on drugs. You made sure that they were bugged out. You made sure that the family was all messed up. You made sure they lived in squalor. You made sure you poisoned their foods. You made sure you pushed demonic music on them. Right? You made sure that you were the head and they always perpetually were the tail. Okay, so now they shall deal treacherously with thee. Okay, go back, read that, brother.
It says, Habakkuk 2 and 8, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
See, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. So now it's your time to be spoiled, Esau. Esau, it's your time to be spoiled. Stop bitching up. You was having a grand old time when you was fucking Jacob. Okay, when you could just openly rape, our women. Okay, you can openly do all type of crazy shit. Okay, to our people. All right, and you've done, and the amount of riches that you acquired through the spoiling of our people. You took our language. Okay, the Most High gave you that power. You beat the language out of us. You beat our culture out of us. Okay. You pretty much beat us down, and you made sure. And when Jake was starting to come back up and do better, you made sure you suppressed that. You destroyed it. You raised it. You made sure that the family system was all messed up. You made sure that you were putting heavy metals into our children's food. You made sure that you were vaccinating us when we were younger. You made sure all these things. And now all this information is coming out. You made sure you experimented on us. Okay, and now all the information is coming up. And not only the things that you've done to us, you spoiled us as a nation. Oh, why Nigeria? Why Venezuela? Why all these Latin and West African countries, why they're in a constant state of poverty. Haiti, why they're in a constant state of poverty. It all traces back to Esau, Edom, stealing the resources. Okay, having them under adhesion contracts. Okay, when these places are rich in mineral resources, and you would think that the inhabitants of that land will be living large, but they're not, because you're stealing the wealth, not only from our people, but all the world. And the internet is exposing you. Job 20. The heavens, I believe it's 27, Job 20 and 27. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. This is what's happening. You're being spoiled. Okay, go ahead, brother.
It says, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
See, you spilled hella blood, and now everybody's against you. Everybody's against some small hats, and now you want a pity party. Oh, they're slaughtering. Now the narrative, they're really building this shit up with the whole Israeli Palestinian thing. They saying that they chopping babies' heads off and shit. 50 babies' heads. Esau's going hard body. He's trying to gain a pity party from the world to justify him coming down with a harder hand. Okay, but it's not going to work. All these nations, they see all the bullshit that you're pushing out there, and they're going to come against you. That's what he's not realizing. He's in a trap. Okay, the internet's exposing him. Number one, the prophets. Go ahead.
It says, woe to him that coveteth in evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
And everything that you got, you coveted. Okay, the very land, all the lands that you're in, you coveted that land. Okay, and you took that land by what? By force, by rape, robbery, and murder. That's literally the history of the so-called white man, is rape, robbery, and murder. Literally. That's not figuratively. Okay? And this is what's it called? This is history that's not too. This is not long ago history. This is recent history that he's been doing this. Okay, and now the nations, they're pretty much tired. As the scriptures say, the nations are angry. Okay, the nations are mad. They're in a drunk. When you go into that word, it's like a drunken rage, a drunken. There's like somebody drunk. You can't get to that person. They're in a drunken rage. They're not in their right mind, and that's how the nations are going to come against Esau, Edom. They're going to say to hell, like the Russians. They're going to say to hell with your gold and silver, as the scriptures say. Okay, there's nothing we want blood. Okay, that's the spirit that's in the earth. It's blood, judgment. Okay, and nothing will. Nothing's going to appease. There will be no peace deals. When you say you do get a peace deal, there's a peace deal. Well, you know what? There will be no peace. Okay? Go ahead.
Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and have sinned against thy soul.
Continue.
For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity.
See, and this is why America's going to go out. Okay, you're going to go out because you spill blood on the land, and the blood cannot be cleansed. The land cannot be cleansed, but by the blood of those that spilt it. It tells you that in Numbers. Okay, so this place has to go out bloody, as it says in Revelation 18 chapter, by violence. Okay, so this is why violence is happening, which you are the man of violence. Esau, you love violence. You can't get enough of it. It tells us that in Proverbs the 4th chapter, how they sleep not, lest they have caused some to fall. For they drink the wine of violence and the bread of iniquity. If I'm quoting that exactly, I'm not quoting it, maybe not verbatim, but I believe the wine of violence and the bread of iniquity. So you're all about blood. You can't be satisfied. That's why you bombing people, and you'll actually infiltrate certain organizations and then set it up and false flag it. You'll bomb your own people just so you can create the dissent. You can create the intent and the excuse to actually come in and push out more your spew more your madness, destroy more people, take more of the land, blame the other people, but it's not working. Go ahead.
It says, Behold, is it not of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity? For the
Go
earth
ahead.
for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai as the waters cover the sea. Woe
Yeah,
unto
because ultimately the earth, ultimately the earth is going back into its rightful place under Yahushua and the Israelites, in which the earth is going to dwell, and at rest, and it's going to be a righteous society. Right now, we're in an evil, wicked society, and that's evident. You can't even. There's no amount of evidence to point out to this place being a righteous place. Okay, because everywhere the earth is filled with violence. Everywhere the earth is filled with mourning, it's filled with blood, and it's filled with unjust judgment. That's why people are bugging out, because things are happening to them, and the unjust judgment is going out. Like somebody can shoot a missile and kill your whole family, and no justice has been executed, and it's been going on for let's say within the last 50, 60 years, 60, 70 years in certain cases. But really, Esau's done that to everybody. Well, he's done that to Jake, but Jake is he beat down Jake so much that Jake actually loves him. Jake wants to forget about that history. But them Palestinians and all that, they ain't trying to forget. Them Arab, they ain't trying to forget. Okay, the Mossad gonna wake their ass up. Okay, and this is what's happening. They're saying enough is enough. Okay, but ultimately the Lord is going to cover the whole earth with his righteousness, with his knowledge. Okay, and as World War III pops off, and right when that shit pops off, Yahushua is coming. Okay, go ahead. We almost done.
It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy
right. We were just talking about that. Yeah, we were just talking about that drink. Right, when you was reading Jeremiah, Jeremiah the 51st chapter, I believe also Isaiah 47. Okay, so again, as I was saying earlier, all the prophets saw the same thing, as well as they spoke about the same event happening. Okay, so woe meaning destruction. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, which is what that wine, that philosophy, and you went around the whole earth giving the whole earth that philosophy, and you forced everybody to drink it, especially our people. Go ahead.
That puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also.
Mm-hmm.
That thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Now you can point the finger. See, look at them. They're violent. But you created all the weapons. You created the weapons. You funded the organizations to traffic the weapons. Okay, you look at the drug. Look at the drug industry. That's literally your industry, the pharmaceutical industry, which means witchcraft. And now you got the whole world strung out on dope. And now you can point fingers. Look at the violent. Look at the drug addicts. Look at them. They're crazy. Look at them. They're grapists. Look, they don't want peace. Meanwhile, you're provoking them. Meanwhile, you're setting the stage for them to bug the hell out. So you made them drunk, and now they're all messed up. Now they're all jacked up. Now, see, look at them. They're animals. They're brutes. They're beasts. They're violent. But everybody is seeing right through your bullshit, Esau. Okay, go ahead.
Thou art filled with shame for glory.
See? Now your glory. America was once this great kingdom with streets paved with gold. Everybody wanted to come here and get a piece of the pie, the American dream. But now it's shame. The French and the British and the Italians, they come to America, they come to San Francisco, they come to New York, they come to Chicago. And what do they say? Shit on the streets, drug addicts. People bug the hell out. Okay, stench. The car gets robbed. Okay? They get stuck up. They might get put to death. It wasn't like that. that not too long ago. The stores are closed. Inflation. They're looking at like, this is a piece. This is shit. Right? Go ahead.
And then too, not to mention, when they get their cars breaking in, the police is right there, but the police ain't even doing nothing. The police watching just like you watching.
See, that's all to the shame of Babylon the Great. That's a complete collapse of society. That's giving the thieves, that's giving like we ain't going to even get caught. We can do it in front of them. They won't even do anything. So what does that do? That funds more crime. That actually gives people incentive to do it. Cause say you're on that those demons come to you. I can just rob people. I can just do this. And some people actually give into that spirit. That's an actual spirit. The spirit of theft. And it can go as far as actually armed robbery. So that spirit jumps on you. And then what happens is it gets unchecked to where, you got, you get introduced like, yeah, man, we can, you trying to get on this, you trying to make a bag. Shit, I made like 5,000 in one day. What? Like a young chick. What? You made 5,000? Yeah, man. Shit easy, man. The police don't even do nothing. And then if they do, you get right out. It's all good. And then they've been playing video games, Grand Theft Auto. They've been watching, watching movies, and the whole culture about America is gun violence and gangsterism. So they get seduced. It's all part of witchcraft. That's actual spell. Okay, and the scriptures say is that what is that? Psalms 94. He frameth mischief by a law. Right? He frameth mischief by a law. So he can say, well, I'm not doing it. I'm not actually making people steal. Right? I'm not making people steal. They're doing it on their own. Why is crime going up? I'm hiring more police. The law is not to steal, right? But meanwhile, you have the wicked elite, the Chaldeans, the left-hand priests. It's all witchcraft. It's all spells on the people. Because the people don't understand that things are being done by spells. There's spells being cast over the people to get for these different spirits to hop on them, to open them up. Right? They go to these different concerts. They have the different celebrities throwing spells on them. They go to school, spells. Okay? Society, the TV spells. Okay, the things they get into, spells. But now they're enchanted. And then you got all these different psyops, these psychological operations. You got these false flags. Right? So now the people, they're done. That's part of his wine. Now the people are drunk and they're in a gross darkness. They're in a state of comatosis, and gross darkness. Now they're chopping their rod off, and now they're a part of the LGBT. Because there's never been this many LGBT ever that just came out within the last since Biden came into office. Since this nigga came into office, it's been getting freakier. I see at least one of them motherfuckers at least 3 times a day. A weirdo. Okay? And it's only going to get worse. Okay, until America is destroyed. Go ahead, we'll just finish up this precept.
Okay. It says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
See that? Shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. So you're going to drink of that cup. Okay, it tells you in Isaiah how those that weren't supposed to drink of the cup had surely drunken. And are you he that shall altogether go unpunished? No, you're going to actually drink of that cup. And that's the right hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, the judgment. This is why all your major cities are shit. Okay? And the wicked elite, they're actually doing this, orchestrating this, right? But see, what's going to happen is the plan is not going to work. you're going to actually tuck tail and run, go into your bunkers, go into your space station, go into the depths of the sea to hide from the Lamb, to hide from Yahweh Shai, to hide from the people. Because the people are going to come and run after your ass. There's already a great clamoring against the wicked elite, the deep state, if you will. Okay? And it's only going to get louder. And to the point to where, a breaking point to where 2nd Ezra 15, how the people, they're not going to regard the kings nor the princes, the leadership, the government. Okay? It's going to get out of hand. And then Yahweh Shai is going to come back to slap your ass out of, power. Okay, and the people of the world don't, and especially people in America, Babylon, don't understand how bad it's going to get, how America was the great nation is going to literally tumble and fall into squalor. This is what Habakkuk seen. This is what Jeremiah, Isaiah, Obadiah, Paul. Okay, all the prophets, all the prophets saw this. Haggai. Okay, Ezekiel. We can go on and on. Daniel saw it. Daniel actually saw Yahweh Shai come and destroy all these nations. Okay. So, hey, unless you had any other precepts, brother, you know.
No, that's pretty much it. We hit the point pretty well. Lord's will. This was edifying. Yeah, I don't got nothing. That was it.
Okay, hey, like the brother said, Lord's will is edifying. And until next time, shalom to the elect.
Shalom to the elect.